So I just got my hands on the IK Multimedia ToneX One. And this little thing is just fantastic. You can do so many things with it, and I want to share my thoughts. So the ToneX One has many features, and they are focused towards amps and cabs and the ability to have all these sounds in a little package that you can use to tour, to record, to go for your practice sessions. In fact, you can take an entire amp, cab and pedal rig and model it and put it inside this little thing. And you also have the option of editing the bass, the mid, the treble, the gain, the volume. There's a reverb setting, you can add compression and also a noise gate just inside this after you have captured a particular model. There are so many tonal possibilities with this thing. As you can see, there is one button and there are some knobs. So what these do is basically you can edit on the fly, you can change the different modes, you can have different presets, you can cycle through the presets, you can store a certain number of presets, you can also load up an A-B for a clean or a dry situation for your amp. You know, if you have a clean amp sound or a drive amp sound, you can load it in an A-B setting. Or you can have it like a pedal with a bypass on and off, where you can use it either as a model distortion or an overdrive or a fuzz, or like a preamp, or even an entire amp and cab. I think one of the best features about the whole IK multimedia ecosystem is the ToneNet feature, where people can upload their captures. In fact, all of the things that I have demoed today have been captures that have been uploaded by other people. And I just checked them out on the app. They sounded nice. I fiddled around, I edited them a little bit, and I loaded them onto the pedal, and I was good to go. So here are some captures that I have discovered on the ToneX app. And most of them have been downloaded from the ToneNet, which is this really good social feature which allows you to download captures that people, users, real users have created, as well as some, ones that have been created by IK Multimedia, which you can get on the app itself. But ToneNet is really fascinating because people have captured all sorts of things. There have been amps, there have been entire rigs, there have been preamps, there have been pedals, and even other effects units as well as other plugins. So, the possibilities are truly endless. Anyway, here's one that I have found, which is called the Rev Gen Red 14C. I've done some of my own tweaks, but check it out. Here's another one, which is the BE100 BE Sat Greenback. I think it's a BE100 amp with a 412 cab with greenbacks. It sounds really good. Here is a really nice amp called the Bassman Cranked 96V. The Bassman sound is the iconic Fender amp that guitar players just love using, and I love it myself. Here's another one, which is the model of a Moore preamp, which is so cool, and I can just slap on my own cabinet sim and have a tone. I can even tweak it. On the stomp section, there is this really nice alien analog bucket seat, which is called the bucket seat, which I have loaded up on the ToneX One, and I'm using an amp and cab sim on my DAW. So once I've loaded up this really nice model onto the ToneX, I'm going to show you how you can tweak it just on the unit itself. As you can see, this really big knob can be used to adjust the volume. And on top, you see the ones that are labeled bass, mid and treble. Those are knobs which can be turned, and we can tweak the bass, the middle, and the treble. So you can get your desired EQ. If you press the Alt button, and you can see that everything starts flashing, the parameters change. So for the big knob, it becomes the gain. As you can see, I can change it. Yeah, that seems to be a good spot. There's a noise gate, so you can adjust the amount of gate that you want, which is really great because there's even a noise gate built into this unit. There's a reverb, so you can control the reverb, so it works just like an amp. And there is also compression. So in case you're using a clean tone or using a very light drive and you want some compression, you can do that as well. And there it is, editing on the ToneX One. This pedal is a must-have for guitar players because you can do so many things. You can capture a pedal, you can capture an amp, you can capture an amp and cab, you can capture just the preamp, you can capture all of these together, and you can put it into this unit, and you can take it out for your tours, or you can use it for your recordings. You can maybe go to a studio and you come across a really good amp. You can just quickly capture it on the ToneX One and you have that sound at home. Or say you have some really nice plugins on your home system. You can actually even capture those plugins into the ToneX One and take it out for your tour, or you can take it to the studio and record. So the ToneX One, when used properly and when the captures are done properly, is, I think, a pedal that does not have any limitations whatsoever. The only limitation is you.